I remember going for a coffee with you when you were in
know
Manchester. And we sat down and you said, I can do this job. I can do this job. I can do it. I can be a number one. And you're in the Champions League final now. How does that feel? The journey.
Well, first of all, I feel very grateful because a lot of people have been involved in that journey. Starting with Arsene, I believe, with me, with David Moyes, that yesterday, you know what he said and how I feel about him. All the coaches, Pep obviously, and all the staff there, and then everybody at the club that believed in me when I didn't coach anybody a few years ago when Champions League, just to play Champions League was a miracle because we had 7 years without Champions League, and now we are in a final after 20 years and for the second time in our history. So yeah, sometimes it's difficult to find the reason why we do what we do and this job, but certainly next night tonight explained and gives you the right reason to continue.
You use your brain for a lot of things, including analysing the rivals, including what you have to do today. How close was it what we saw to what you prepared and you wanted?
Well, there are moments, and we knew there were going to be moments in the game. It was extremely tough. It's probably the hardest lineup that I had to do. I don't know how many lineups I did in my iPad. I deleted them, start again all over, and I really felt that leaving the players out tonight it was going to be hurting for some of them. At the end, I went for my gut feeling, what I had to do. I spoke to the ones that they weren't starting, and the reaction, it was incredible. And you saw when they came in the game at a difficult stage, they were incredible.
So you did talk to the ones that did not start today? Before the game?
Yeah.
And what?
Because I think they deserve it, especially they deserve how I feel about them. And I think if you appreciate what they do every single day, and I've been on that seat, and I know how much everybody fights to be in these moments, and everybody wants to be starting those games. I think it's important to at least explain how you feel, not the reasons, but at least how you feel about them.
First half was very good from you, but obviously the goal at that moment was crucial.
The timing was exceptional. The timing of that goal was really, really important, and we knew that we're going to make the changes. It's a team that it's so competitive. It goes so many ways to alter the game, to change the game, and yeah, there were times that we had to suffer. Obviously, we had 2 big chances to score the second goal, and we didn't, and the last minutes were difficult.
Second half was more about making sure that not a lot happened, you felt?
Yeah. Well, especially at the end of the game, and in this competition, you have to be so good at managing the game when you need to, and I think we've done that well.
And finally, at the end, it just felt like you wanted to be in the stands, not on the pitch. It felt like that.
Because I know what these supporters, they've been through for so long. I mean, you're talking about 20 years at this club. You're talking about something that has been done only once in the history of this club. So I know what it means to that people, and just seeing their faces and engaging with them. I'm sorry, but I really enjoyed it.
What a noise. What a moment for this team, for this club.
Hey, you're taking me away from the celebrations, man. It's so beautiful. You'd love to see what it means to us, what it means to the fans. Yeah, we're all so happy.
What pulled you through? They say about managing games, you take the lead. It's easier said than done sometimes to do that.
Yeah, it's easier said than done. You know, this game is a high-pressure game. It means a lot to both sides, and we managed to manage it well and take ourselves to the final, so we're happy.
And what about the atmosphere this crowd generated this evening?
Yeah, it started before the game, you know, when we were arriving on the coaches. I've never seen anything like it. And they pushed us and pushed us and pushed us, and they got this moment in the end, so we're celebrating it together.
Your 81st goal for Arsenal. Has there been a more special one?
Maybe. It's definitely up there.
Should be up there. Was there something as well about the goal itself, a mix of patience and positivity to your play, but the way it went over the top to Victor, and there you were?
Yeah, in those situations I just try and stay alive, and you know, sometimes it bounces for you, sometimes it doesn't, but you have to be there, and I was there, and it fell for me, and I got my goal, so glory to God, thank God, and we go to the final now.
Just sum it up in terms of this team, because you've been under a lot of pressure in recent weeks. You would have seen that as well happening from a distance, so do you feel you've come through a psychological barrier?
Yeah, well, there's no way you're going to come to this position and not have pressure, you know. We're in the semi-finals, well, now in the final of the Champions League, let me correct myself, and we're fighting for the Premier League, so how can you not expect for people to talk about you and for people to criticise you, you know? That's why we have to block it out, focus on getting the job done, and we did that, and yeah, another step forward.
Listen, a guy who was in Mikel Arteta's first ever team, In 2019, you've been the match winner tonight. You were in Mikel Arteta's first ever team, 2019 Boxing Day. So a fitting match winner.
Yeah, it's a beautiful story, and I hope it ends well in Budapest.
Yeah, and commiserations. I mean, so close and then so far away from the final. What do you feel right now?
I feel disappointed. Like all the team, we are disappointed. We are sad. We didn't do enough to be in the final. So I don't have many words, honestly. Not a good moment for us. Pretty difficult moment, difficult to accept. But now it's too late to regret and to do, because we had the opportunity on the pitch. We didn't do it. We didn't win, and we can just congratulations to Arsenal that in the end they're in the final.
So when you say you didn't do enough, what do you think was lacking from your team today?
I think in both games, first half we was not good enough. In Madrid, first half here as well. I think we had too much respect for Arsenal. We was afraid to play, but then the second one we did it better. But it looks like that we always wait that something happened, that we concede a goal, and then we wake up. But today was too late, and many times this season it happened a game like that. Sometimes then, of course, we win in the end, but not today. And it was the most important game of the season, and we didn't do our job, not enough to win the final.
But I know it's a little bit, you can't think about that now, but you still must be really, really proud of what you and the team has done again this season, coming right to this very end, competing for the highest prize and narrowly missing out. I mean, I know that's painful, but so much good.
Yeah, it's pretty new team. I think in last 2 seasons we changed 15 players, so the team is in the build. We build the team, and many young players without experience. So I think they did really great in the cup, and now in the Champions League as well. Mm-hmm. In the league, we are not good enough for this bench, but I'm proud because they are growing. But in football, in the end, when you don't reach the goal, and the goal is the title, you can never be happy, but for sure I think the team has a future, and hopefully next season we can fight for this title.
Just one last thing. This was unfortunately the last time that we saw Antoine Griezmann in the Champions League. He's going to America now. What's Atlético Madrid going to miss? What is European football going to miss with him?
I think everyone is going to miss him, not just us. He's a special player, amazing player, amazing person, always smiling, always happy, and doing the magic on the pitch. So sad for him, sad for all Atletico fans because he's leaving. But of course, I wish him all the best. He deserves all the best, and for sure that everyone in Europe is going to miss him.
Declan Rice, congratulations, Champions League Final. Can you describe the feeling when the referee blew?
Yeah, it's an incredible feeling, honestly. You know, something that you dream of as a kid, to be honest with you, reaching a final, especially a Champions League final. Yeah, it doesn't feel quite real, to be honest, because you've always seen the best teams, the best players play on the biggest stage in them finals, and we're going to have the chance to do that. So we have to soak it all in, get ready. Because it's going to be an amazing day, amazing night. So yeah, just got to take it all in tonight because that was a really special evening.
What do you think made the difference between the teams today?
I just think the energy that we had, the mentality, how we defended, how we ran, just everything tonight fell into place. Obviously Bukayo, you know, great wing play just because of, you see so many wingers that are wide there and not reading the situation, and he's in there and in around the box, and they're the best ones to score, you know, the tap-ins. So he deserves everything there. Yeah, I'm just blown away, to be honest, speechless. It was a special night.
It's not often I see Martin Ødegaard so happy after a match. Can you try to describe how is he as a captain in a night like this, in the dressing room and on the pitch as well?
He was just pushing everyone around then, jumping up and down. You asked me last week if he was going to be okay, and I told you he will be. So it's great to see him back, because look, when we have him, we're such a better football team, you know, especially when we have him playing, Ebbs playing, B playing, you know, we have such good quality. So yeah, he's a top player, and as a captain in there, I see a different side of him in there. Then he was jumping around, buzzing, so he deserves it. You know, he's been captain of this club. He's taken the club from a position in 2021 or 2020 when he joined, and look where he is now. You know, he's a phenomenal player.
It seems like he's almost playing football with his body. How is it to be out on the field with him when he's like doing all these body language things?
That's just the energy he has, and what the manager transmits to him. And when he's on the pitch and he's pressing and he's running, you know, he gives it absolutely everything. So yeah, he's a special talent, and we need him, you know, especially for this final. So we're going to be ready.
Which one would you prefer in the final?
To be honest, I don't know. It doesn't matter. We played PSG last year. We played Bayern this year. As you know, 2 different games, 2 different teams. It'll be great to watch tomorrow. Let's just see. We have a lot of games to play still in the Premier League, so let's just stay focused and ready.
Mikel, many congratulations. How do you sum up tonight for the club and for you and for this group of players?
Well, it's an amazing night. To live this kind of moments with our people, our players, everybody at the club, it's just an incredible feeling. It makes sense, a lot of the things that we do and we go through when you just see so many happy faces and so many people proud of what we are doing. And yeah, it was unbelievable right from the beginning. The manner that our supporters waited for us outside the stadium, the energy, the passion that they put in, it was just great to witness.
It would be fair to say that tonight the supporters rose to the occasion, set the tone.
Absolutely. I think they set the standards and we tried to catch up with them immediately. And it's so good after so many years to give that joy back to them and see that pride in their eyes is beautiful to watch.
So many players were involved tonight, maximum subs off the bench, all to make an impact. What pleased you most?
Again, the togetherness. It was very difficult to make certain decisions, and I feel a lot for the boys because I know generally how good people they are, and some of them, I talked to them this afternoon. I said, I apologize, I'm going to play the same team. And the reaction immediately is, boss, I'm here when you need me. I'm going to be right with the team and give me a hug, so what else do I want?
Bukayo Saka, we said it yesterday, he was in your very first team when you were Arsenal manager, Boxing Day 2019. Was there, of all the guys, a more fitting match winner?
But it had to be someone very special, and he certainly is someone very special with me, for the boys, and for everybody attached to this club. So if you had to be someone scoring that goals, probably it had to be him.
That defeat at Manchester City when Declan Rice said it's not done yet feels like an awful long time ago.
It does, but that's the twists and turns of elite sports and football in particular. And you have to be at it because you never know what the next moment opportunity is going to bring to you.
So what have you changed then in terms of tweaks? And maybe that tactically, the ball quickly forward to Gyökeres. Would that be fair to say? He's more involved. What have you done? Well, give yourself a bit of credit, maybe.
No, we're constantly trying to improve and evolve ourselves, and I'm very critical with myself as well. And I think obviously when certain players start to be involved and available, it makes such a difference.
What about Victor Gyökeres tonight?
He was immense, and you could see the reaction of the crowd every time he was holding the ball there. I mean, his war rate, what he's giving the team, is just incredible.
And 30th clean sheet of the season. A lot is said about attack. We saw it last week, Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich. What about this team's defence?
It's immense. I mean, you talk about Gyökeres, yeah. So he's the first one to set the tone, the rhythm, and the habits that he shows when we don't have it. And that's a team effort, and everybody deserves credit for that.
They say attack wins matches, but defence wins titles.
Let's go for it then.